Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kat. I am the Nurse Flipper, and it is time for a weekly sales recap. I missed my video on Sunday on both of my channels. I will talk to you about that a little bit more here in a few minutes, but it is okay. So I'm glad to be back with you, and I'm going to show you some amazing sales. We actually have had over $5,000 in sales on eBay this week, and we have a few good ones from Posh and Mercari as well. So I'm excited to share with you, and hopefully you have some of these things that you can get listed and start selling them right now. All right, I am super excited to show you because there are some insane sales. We sold over $2,000 today alone over on eBay. And the reason I was missing for videos this weekend is, one, we had Dalton's birthday party. You can see him there. Today is actually his birthday, but we celebrated it on Sunday. And then I also have been taking donations to help one of his classmates' family. The mom, unfortunately, is on hospice, and the grandmother is taking care of both the mom on home hospice and her 3 small children. So they are 3, 6, and 10. And I will put the donation link down in the comments. And I want to say a very special thank you to all of those of you who have donated. I have been amazed at your generosity, and I'm going to try not to cry. I'm very honored to be able to be the facilitator of all of your gifts of kindness to this family. And I have gotten their car working. We had it in the shop today. I got their electricity caught up. We also will be paying 3 months in rent. We are going to get the kids' school clothes. And we have just been doing a lot with what you have sent. So it is very much appreciated, both by myself as well as the family. They are very overwhelmed with your generosity. So I'll throw that down there. We are almost halfway to our goal of 10,000, but honestly, if we surpass that, I don't doubt there will be a need there. So thank you again. And I'm going to go ahead, start off, show you the back door of my eBay store so you can see that back door and what is selling. And yeah, some amazing sales coming up. All right, my friends. So here is this incredible graph. Again, as you see, we're at 2181 for today. Now, I am recording this after we did the podcast. It is 10 o'clock at night. And if you're wondering, Dalton and I stay up till like midnight normally. So I have to start getting him back on a school schedule soon. The last week we have done 5,500. We are at 16, almost 700 for the month. And we are 36.7% up from last month. So sales are going great. Here you can see the 1456 that we did on Saturday, which was amazing. And then Sunday was only $80. This is the roller coaster that is eBay. So let me go ahead and get into some of the sales that made this, but I am going to hop over to Mercari and Poshmark first to show you those, and then we'll hit those eBay sales. So this first one I want to show you is a Coach Vintage Black Buckle Soho wallet. This one I got in an online lot. I'm less than $5 in. If you don't already know, Mercari does not charge the sellers any fees. The buyers pay them. And so it sold for $32, making it a $27 profit for us. You can see this was just posted on July 9th. It actually sold in under 2 weeks and is a great profit. And you do need to make sure your Coach stuff is authentic. I'm pretty good at telling with Coach. A lot of the brands I'm not great at, and I will pay for authentication, but the authentication costs about $30. So like for this wallet, it wouldn't be worth it, but an amazing sale and very fast and very great profit. Next is the last one I'm going to show you for Mercari. I just wanted to show you those two. This is a natural lot of yellow and blue sapphires I put for jewelry making. These two sold for $80. So I got some loose stones and a couple of jewelry lots. I don't typically buy them because I'm not very familiar with them. You can use a Presidium to test stones. It is not 100%, but it definitely will give you a good idea. And we do have one of those. I'll pop the link up to that Presidium in case you're interested in selling jewelry or stones. And then we also use this digital caliper to show the width and the length of it. So I think that's important as well. These sold for $80. I only had $5 in. So with the no fees, these are actually a $75 profit. And now we're going to head on over to the Poshmark sales. First up on Poshmark, this is a rustic black wood 2-picture frame. It was a collage. Stuff like this for buyers on Poshmark saves them a lot of money because Poshmark has a flat $7.95 shipping fee. And this was under £5, but it would have cost a buyer on eBay or Mercari about $15 to ship. So this one sold for $39. Payout was $31. I am only $4 in. So this one's about a $25 profit. It did take about 6 months to sell. So it was a little bit longer, but a $25 profit I'm happy with. This wasn't an overly known brand. I think that's why it took so long to sell, but I got it in a lot, and at that $39 price point, I'm more than happy to go ahead and get it listed. Up next is a St. John Collection light blue Santana knit pencil skirt. This was listed less than a week. I did pay up. I paid $20 for this one. So it actually is only about a $20, a little bit lower profit, but it sold so fast, less than a week. And here you can see we show the tag as well as the back of the skirt and the measurements. And I do want to go ahead and point out here, because some of you have asked me how the Express Lister with AI does on clothing. So I'm going to scroll down here a little bit and show you this description here. So this was all written by List Perfectly's AI. So they put elegant light blue Santana knit pencil skirt by Marie Gray from St. John. It is pulling that information from both the tag and all of the pictures we take. So it's got the brand, who it was designed by, it's light blue Santana knit pencil skirt, the size for women. It did put size twice, which is okay with me. Condition pre-owned good, which is something that I click on when I'm doing the listings, and it then makes that description for me. So if you've been adverse to using AI for descriptions because of the lengthy AI descriptions that eBay produces, definitely check out my video with the Express Lister tutorial. It creates this whole thing, the title, the listing, everything is created from just these 4 pictures. So make sure you check that out. And I just want to show you a sample. I might show you some samples on some other type of items just so you guys can see the type that it is coming up with. And I'm going to go ahead and show you one more sale on Poshmark, and then we will move on over to eBay. Poshmark was a really good sale, and this one is a vintage Izod Lacoste zip jacket, and this one I got for only $1. So this one is close to a $38 profit. So you can see I put lightweight preppy, and this one here you can see that alligator. Sometimes I will put alligator on the title for the Izod Lacoste stuff. This one I did not, but you can see this was listed before we did the smart sizer measurement. So this one was listed for about 6 months, but really, really good profit. Up next, this is so cool. This is a Jack Daniel's Our Benevolent Sponsor poster. I did put read. It does have those fold lines because it was folded forever in somebody's collection. It was not displayed flat the whole time. And this one was listed back in March. So it took about 3.5 months to sell. It sold for that $31.49. And I'm only a few dollars in an online auction lot. So it's about a $25 profit. And Here you can see those fold lines. So again, it definitely was not in perfect condition. You can see the measurements there, and still sold, and a good price. I think I got some really good Jack Daniel's collectibles in that lot, and not too bad of a time for it to sell. Up next is a lot of 5 Thanksgiving placemats. And I absolutely love selling placemats because they're so easy to photograph and ship. These were listed back in February, so about 5 months to sell. And they sold for a best offer I sent out of $17.14. So once items have been listed 3 months, I do increase my offer price to 30% off, which is where that 17 came from. These are just really cute, no name brand fall placemats, and not too bad. I don't think 4 months to sell. I only paid a couple of dollars for them for the 5 at a thrift store, and they are about a $14 profit after fees. It is a beautiful, beautiful hand-painted sterling silver pendant. This one was listed back in March, and I picked it up for $5 from an online auction. It sold for a best offer of $35, so it's about a $24 profit after fees. And here you can see this is a different necklace stand. I have this one. I love it. I will post it up top for you guys. I like the wood. I do use the velvet ones as well. And this is just an amazing pendant. And it is signed, if you see down here. I did not find that artist was someone that was popular or increased the value, so I did not put their name in it. You can see we do always show the clasp as well as the length of the necklace. There it is, 24 inches. So this one was a longer one. And with most of the sterling, we do try to show them on the scale. This is our shipping scale. This would be better done with a jewelry scale. I unfortunately cannot find mine, so we used what we had. There is that name a little bit up close, and great sale at that, again, 3 to 4 month mark and over a $20 profit. Next up are these Kate Spade tumbler glasses. These I got in a lot from down south. I accepted best offer $28. I'm only about $2 in, so they're close to a $20 profit. They were listed less than a month, so not too shabby. I actually saw one of my members had these listed in their store as well. So these are definitely out there. Here you can see these still have the Kate Spade sticker, but it also has it etched on the bottom of the glass if you happen to find it in a thrift store. And fast sale, under a month, and $20 profit. Next up, I am impressed with myself for this selling because I bought it and I wasn't sure it would sell or sell fast. So I will tell you that. This is a retro warm-up suit, Blair Adventures club jacket, 3XL pant set. I got this for $2 and it sold very, very fast. It sold in only a month and a half for $41 and I paid $2. So this is close to a $35 profit. Got it from my little dollar clothing thrift store. I actually got 3 sets of these. I just thought they were so cool. They're vintage retro windbreakers. I figured I would wait for them to sell. There's a few things like that that I think I just have to have. I don't know why. I can't explain myself, but I'm happy. 2-month sale, $35 profit, and the sell-through rate on this is not great. So just beware if you find these. They could take longer to sell, but mine did not. I really have to give a shout out to my friend Elena. If you watch my cat's treasure hunting, I just found this in one of my last videos I posted. I didn't find it though. Elena found it and she said, "Kat, you need to buy this." And I didn't even look at it to notice it. So this is a vintage White Mountain 6-quart electric ice cream freezer. I picked it up for $40 at the thrift store, and I was very surprised by the sale because they sent me a $375 offer. I countered them at $575, willing to drop to kind of that $500 point, and they just accepted. So it sold for $575 in under a week. This is over a $500 profit, my friends. $500. Remember this name, White Mountain. It has wear. You can see here it is a 6-quart, but it worked. We did test it. We did show the little bit of wear. It had amazing, amazing sales. Super, super fast. And actually, what I'm going to do is scroll down, because this one was also made with Express Lister, and just show you on a collectible like this. Here you can see make summer cool again, retro style ice cream maker, crank out 6 quarts of deliciousness faster than you can say brain freeze. This is an AI description. And then at bullet point, 6-quart capacity, electric motor, wooden bucket, all the facts from the pictures. Their AI is absolutely amazing. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next sale. Next up is my old business phone. And this sucker just quit working. I brought it to the phone repair store and they said there is no fix. Would not turn on, but all of the glass was in good condition. The phone just quit. So you can see I have in the title, won't turn on, glass in good condition, read 4 parts. This one sold for $175 in under an hour, and I had it sitting for months. So if you have older iPhones, this one's a 13, so it's not very old, they will sell. And it sold fast. So here you can see the photographs. Absolutely amazing, amazing fast sale, and something that I had let sit around for months. Next up is one of the longer tail items in this video. This is a silver pendant scarab beetle necklace. This one's really plain and not overly impressive, and it took a year to sell, and it sold on a 50% offer I sent out. So I sent out the offer of $52.50. They accepted. It cost me $5. So I'm still making over a $40 profit, but it took a year. So with scarab, some of them are a lot more impressive. This just had a very plain thin chain. So I'd had it so long, I'm happy to get that 50% off. This wasn't taking up much space. So this didn't provide me a ton of space, but I am happy with that profit and happy to have it gone. Next up is another incredibly fast sale. I had actually set this aside for myself. I thought I would use it, and I have not. And so I decided I would go ahead and sell it. So this is a handmade Native American beaded bookmark. This one is very old. It has the translucent trade beads, which is one of the ways to tell. I cannot explain to you more than that. I've just learned through experience. This one sold in under a day for $35. My original cost in was less than $5, so it's about a $25 profit, but again, very, very fast sale. This one I want to show to you because if you're buying lots or even at estate sales, pay attention to what things are in. So this was in a lot holding other things. So this really wasn't advertised as part of the lot. They had some paper clips in it. When I'm going through the lot, I'm like, I'm going to look this up. I really love enamel. This one is a Valenti, Italy, very, very mid-century modern, listed less than a month and sold for a best offer of $34.49. And here you can see, this is a really cool piece. There's that Valenti, Italy. There were a few listed on eBay. I also checked on WorthPoint to kind of see where I should be price-wise. So essentially only a couple dollars into this and about a $30 profit in under a month. Watch for enamel, especially that mid-century modern look. Next up is an Akubra Snowy River pure fur felt cowboy hat with feather and braided band. Size 60. This one was listed less than a month. This was another online auction lot. It had hats, it had some purses, and this was listed only about a week and a half. And it sold for a best offer of $68. I am only $5 in, so it's about a $55 profit. So know the name Akubra. That is a great name to know for hats. Here you can see it up close. And there is that Akubra, the Snowy River Pure Felt. Here you can see made expressly for Outback Trading Co. PA. Here Here's the top of the hat. Really, really great sale. There is that feather. Again, very, very fast and over a $50 profit. I want to pop in real quick because I thought about this when I was thinking about the Kubra brand. If you guys haven't heard me talk about Resellers Edge before, it is an amazing reselling community, primarily focused on clothing, but they also talk about different business like policies, methods, way to store inventory, way to track, way to grow, ways to help improve productivity. And along with that are amazing brand lists and bolo lists. So if you're starting to do clothes, thinking about doing clothes, it is absolutely amazing to learn more stuff and very, very beneficial. And if you want kind of that working community, they do live calls each week. They have an interactive Facebook group. It even has a Facebook group chat. I am in that and have answered some questions in there. So you can get really fast responses to questions that are kind of pressing and immediate on there. So really, really great resource, as well as all of the bolo lists. They have courses that are included in it. So I'm going to pop that Resellers Edge link down in the comments along with the donation link, so you guys will have both of them. Definitely check them out, try it, and I think you will see a ton of value in that. Again, especially if you're doing clothing, but I think it's great for all of us everything resellers to kind of increase our knowledge on clothing, but also to have that community and kind of learn more about the business aspect of it. Kaylee Elaine runs it, and her 90-day sales total blows mine out of the water, and she only sells clothes. Okay, I will tell you, the last time I saw her 90-day sales total, it was almost $70,000. Mine is right around 40,000. So she's almost double mine. So she has a ton of knowledge. She has come on my podcast before here on the channel. So definitely go check that out, as well as the donation page if you guys are able to help the family. And I do have a few more eBay sales I'm going to show you, so don't go anywhere. All right, this one is one that I want to show you because it originally, these placemats were for sale with plates. And somebody messaged me and said, hey, I just want the placemats. How many do you have? I said, hey, I have 16 of them. And they said, okay, how much? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to separate these plates out. And I actually had a listing for just the plates. So all I had to do was increase my quantity. And I said, I'll do them for $60. My cost into them is pretty much zero. So this is about a $50 profit. And this is working with the buyer. And all I did was do a sell similar and erase the pictures of these mats with the plates, put just the mats. $50 profit. They've been listed a few months, separated them out. And yeah, so if people ask you that, if it's worth it, definitely think about separating your stuff. And amazing, amazing sale. Very, very happy with this one. Up next is a vintage stained glass piece, and I absolutely love picking these up. Last week, I sold a heron in under a day that I got at the thrift store for $3. This one was bought in an online auction lot for about $1. So this one is 9 inches. It did take longer to sell. This one took about 8 months to sell. This one, you can see the photos here. She is an angel. I love picking these up. I have very, very good luck of selling them between that $20 and $30 point for the ones that are about 9 to 10 inches. So keep an eye out for these if you see them while you're outsourcing. Next up is an amazing, amazing sale that was very fast. This one was listed for less than a month. This is a Baccarat Lotus face 10 inch. I did accept a best offer of $157. I got this in an online auction lot, and I am only about $20 in. So this one is well over $100 profit. And here you can see the measurements. I do want to show you, it is marked with the Baccarat there on the bottom. Great, great sale, really fast. Definitely keep your eye out for Baccarat pieces. Happy with this. This sold for full price in under a month. This is a vintage sterling silver Mexico Taxco. I did put Aztec Southwestern hair barrette geometric. Sold for full price at $59.99. My cost in is $5, so this one's about a $45 profit. Here you can see the Taxco number, the Mexico, and the stamp. So there is that TO, that is a Taxco stamp. This one was in very, very good condition. You can see we do zoom in on that 925 in Mexico, and I did use an AI photo for the front one. Great sale, great profit, and very, very fast. So watch out for sterling silver barrettes. Next up is one that took a year to sell, but I paid 50 cents for these. And I got these. I didn't look them up. I thought they would be worth money, but this is one of my favorite movies. I love Johnny Five. So this is Short Circuit 1 and 2 VHS set. I did put Johnny Five in the title. I need to go find this movie now. So these two sold for full price, $69.98. They were over $60 profit. Incredible sale. You can see they are still sealed. I found them at a garage sale for 50 cents. So great sale, but they did take over a year to sell. And then we have another one that took over a year to sell. These are vintage Beswick dogs. So these I sent out a 50% off offer. They sold for $84, and these are Tiny. They are 4 inches, and I only paid a few dollars, but I did my homework. So I did take that 50% off because it had been over a year, but my cost in was nominal. They are over a $70 profit. You can see the England there. I did identify these using Google Lens, and they are rare pieces. There's the Beswick England on the bottom of the other one. So $84 sale. I am okay with that. I had them a year. I'm willing to bend on my price at that point and make a good profit. Up next is another fast sale. This is a Boca Terry Don Cesar Resort, St. Pete, Florida, which is where I picked it up at a thrift store. This is a microfiber hotel spa. This one sold for full price of $48.99. I paid $5, so this one's about a $38 profit, and it sold in under a month. Very, very fast sale. It was a very, very nice robe. If you don't know yet, I love picking up robes. Definitely do not pass by the robe section. Next up is a Denim & Co. floral embroidered dress with a tie. This one was listed back in March, so not very long, about 3.5 months. Sold for a best offer of $19.59. It was over that 3-month point. I sent 30% off, and I was only in $1. So this one is about a $14, $15 profit. Not a great brand, but I got it in a closet buyout, and it was over that $25 listing price. Even though at 30% off, it ended under it. Still not a bad profit for only $1 buy. We are up to our last 3. I won't say top 3 because I'm not going by monetary value. This is an official Harley-Davidson logo windbreaker jacket. This is another one I sent 30% off on because this was listed back in October. So it took a little longer to sell. Sold for best offer I sent out of $68. I paid $20. So it is about a $40 profit. Got this at a yard sale. And I did pay up. I probably paid a little bit too much, but that is okay. And I am happy to have it gone. I love tapestries. I absolutely love tapestries. This one was listed back in February. This one sold for a best offer. They sent me a $42, and I picked this up at the thrift store for $5. So it is about a $30 profit. I love picking up tapestry blankets, guys. Check them out. This one is Pure Country Weavers, made in America, which is something to keep an eye out. But I pick up a lot of throw blankets. They're really easy to list. We just throw them on the floor, erase the background. And yeah, that is pretty much all we do. And then we just ship them out in a poly mailer as long as they sell for under $50. And now we are going to go to the absolute top sale for this week and for today. This sale happened today. The last and final sale of the day is this Breville Barista Touch BS 990 espresso machine, stainless steel with accessories. This one sold for $1,699. I paid $500 for this, and it was less than a month ago. So if you have seen or heard me talking about items that I got from a big buy down south, this is what made it worth it for me to drive. So this one is very close to $1,000 profit. Now, to drive and get that stuff, I did drive 4 hours each way. So I have 8 hours in there as well as gas money. But just this is $1,000 profit. I also got multiple worth $50 and $100. And yeah, so here is that model number. You can see clearly. And this is what made it worth it for me to drive. And you can see we do show it powered on. The water tank was empty because we were not going to put water in it. We did have to look it up. Prissy did, to see how to set it up because the pieces were all apart in a box. And I believe they only used it one time. Here you can see the drawer, and absolutely amazing, amazing sale. Now, we did have a bunch of accessories with it because, again, the people I got it from only used it once. So like the cleaning brush, all of the cleaning supplies, the manual, everything. And they're showing here using fresh beans versus stale beans. Somebody sent me an offer of like $700 or $800, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's not happening. They said, well, if you'll accept $1,000, let me know. I told them it absolutely is not going to happen. Even if I had this a year, I would not go that low. And it sold for full price. So hold your ground and watch for these fancy coffee machines. Definitely check out the model. There's one similar that is only worth about $500 or $600, but definitely a name to know. And if you see this one new, this one sells for about $2,500. So definitely keep an eye out for Breville. And this sale made my day, it made my week, and it made my month. All right, friend, I hope you enjoyed. I'm so happy with our sales. Like, our sales are the best they've been in a long, long time. And I think a lot of that is I'm getting a lot more listed because of Express Lister on List Perfectly, the AI where it creates the listing from photos. And yeah, just super impressed with it. Super happy with the sales. We've done about 1,000 each on Poshmark and Mercari, to let you know, for the month. And that's compared to 17,000 on eBay. So those are definitely kind of little bread and butter platforms for us. But an extra 1,000 a month is nothing to, kind of turn your nose up at. We have been listing on Kitizen and Etsy, and still, I think we're at about 2 weeks in, have not had sales. So at that 4-week point, I will probably step back, reevaluate as to whether I want to keep posting on those platforms or not. And I will keep you informed of that. I want to, again, for the umpteenth million time, thank all of you so, so much for your donations, helping out Cam's family. And I will keep posting updates to that donation page if you want to see what the money's going towards and what we're using it for. I'm going to let everybody know kind of what's going on. I really, really appreciate you watching, and I will see you on the next one.